The new version of Warzone called Warzone Pacific will not have an FOV slider for console. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how I know that, and I'm also going to tell you other things we know about Warzone Pacific right now, as well as things that I think we can expect and the reasons why, and also things that I really hope to see in Warzone Pacific and the new map, Caldera. All of the characters that are currently in Warzone, all of the guns, everything is going to stick around. It's just going to be playable in the new map, which is taking place, which is Caldera, which is in the Pacific in a World War II environment, a World War II setting. And I don't think most Warzone players really care too much about the storyline. We just want to know the map is going to be good. We want to know the guns are going to work properly. We want to know the movement and the rest of the gameplay is going to be sound and work at least similar to how the game currently does. And since it's going to be based on the same engine as Vanguard, and Vanguard is the same engine, basically an updated version of Modern Warfare 19, I don't think the movement's going to change very much at all. Basically what we know about Warzone Pacific right now is that the new map is called Caldera, and it's a tropical island with a lot of points of interest, supposedly more than Verdansk ever had. It's going to have a lot of open areas, a lot of room for longer range engagements, more so map wide than Verdansk has. It's not going to have anything like downtown where there's a whole bunch of very easy camp spots on top of buildings and things. Guys with sniper rifles can just sit there and pick people off from miles away, and it's not even a fair fight. So there shouldn't be as much of that going on. However, I do think there's going to be a problem with sniper rifles, and that's going to have to be addressed at some point, because even in Verdansk, sniper rifles are kind of taking over. Another thing we know about Warzone Pacific right now is that all of the guns from Vanguard are going to be added into Warzone. This is going to give us a plethora of guns to choose from. However, we need to consider that just like Modern Warfare 2019 guns were inferior to Cold War guns as soon as Cold War came out, as soon as Vanguard is integrated into Warzone and there's a new map in Warzone, the MW19 and Cold War guns are going to be inferior to the Vanguard guns. This is basically a sure thing. So anybody that has Vanguard and has been playing it, has been leveling up the guns, is going to have a distinct advantage over everybody who doesn't have the game and hasn't been playing it, hasn't been leveling up the guns. I personally bought Vanguard just for that reason. So the Vanguard guns are going to be broken when the new map hits and the integration takes place in early December. You'll still be able to use all your Modern Warfare guns, all your favorite Cold War guns, all the guns you've been using, but they will not be as effective in the game as the new Vanguard guns will be. That is just how Call of Duty chooses to do it. They want to sell Vanguard, copies of Vanguard. The other thing we know is that there's going to be the anti-cheat, the Ricochet anti-cheat, which I think is going to be a fantastic thing. Okay, but it's only one of two big things that every Warzone player has been asking for. Right, anti-cheat is one of them. The other one is for console players. It's an FOV slider. Okay, every player has been asking for an anti-cheat. Console players want anti-cheat, but they also equally as much want an FOV slider to put them on a similar visual playing field as PC players. Call of Duty would have been talking about an FOV slider on console at least as much as they've been talking about their anti-cheat, if it existed. So I don't think, if you're on console, I don't think you should be looking forward to an FOV slider anytime soon for the new Warzone map when that drops. Is it a reason to upgrade to PC? It's not the main reason I did it, but it sure is nice to have. I play in 115 FOV. I can see a lot more than you can at 80 if you're on console. Something else that I really, really hope we see with the new map in Warzone coming is that the new Warzone map brings back a lot of players to Warzone who have been on Rebirth. They have left for other games. They've just been waiting for the new map to happen, and now it's happening. And I hope it brings a lot of new blood back into the game, because that should open up a lot of those middle tier lobbies for people like me, so that me and my friends and maybe you too can actually be put into lobbies that are more appropriate for your KD and your skill range.